Alright guys, what's up? Hey, I was just gonna do a short video, kind of show everybody my booth, tell them what I did, how I did it, the whole 9 yards. I was looking for a DIY. I mean, everybody knows that paint booths are expensive, and you can go semi down, cross draft, spend $35, $40, $50,000 on a booth and up, or buy the $10,000 cheap, fall apart type booth. But anyway, I decided to do a DIY, and when I was looking to research, on how guys did it, and this, that, and the other, there wasn't a whole lot of videos out there, a lot of research, or stuff for people to research on doing paint booths. So I basically built mine off of, a standard cross draft paint booth, 24 by 14 or whatever the little booths are that you can buy from like Auto Body Tool Mart or whatever. But anyway, I was just gonna tell my story, kind of how I did it, where it came from, the thought and all that. But so these are your intake filters. All that is a I think it's an 8 wide, 10 wide, 8 tall garage door. I cut holes in it and framed it up, and I'll show you on the inside. My shop's a freaking mess, but that's my buddy's 66 we're working on there. This is the entrance door into my booth, and just a traditional walk-through with a window in it, basically like a house door. It's all sealed up all the way around, and it's caulked all the way around on the floor, the whole 9 yards. So these are my switches for the booth. This is the light switch, so that turns my lights on for inside the booth. This switch here is a 220 two-way switch, so they don't make a 220 three-way switch, and I wanted the ability to turn my booth on and off both inside and outside the booth. Now, when I get in here, it's probably going to echo a little bit, and I apologize. But anyway, so this is my switch to my fan, and this is the handle on the inside. You just turn it to turn it on and turn it to turn it off, and all that does, that mechanism turns the light switch on, turns the light switch off. It's got basically all thread through the wall, nylon bushings, that way it seals up. You can kind of see the nylon in there. Anyway, that's how I turn my booth on and off, both inside and outside. So that way your door's shut, turn the booth on, you don't have no draft. Turn the booth off, stand at the door till your fan shuts down, step out of the booth, turn the booth back on, and then evacuate your overspray. But here's the garage door. You can see the frame for the filters. Expando foam. I mean, I didn't just spend a ton of money. I might have $3,000 or $4,000, well, probably $4,000 in the booth total, including the fan and the ductwork and all that's out back. But anyway, it just rolls up. These are 2 foot by 4 foot LED panels. I got 6 of them in the booth. This is from the door across. There's 2 in the ceiling, 2 on each side of the walls. It does get dark over here in this corner just a little bit. It's not crazy, but it does get dark if you have a big truck in here that kind of takes up a lot of space. But I got hooks drilled and screwed into the trusses up top, that hold the ceiling. It's all Blandex, it's 5/8 Blandex. It's nothing special. I painted it white and caulked the seams. I mean, that's the seam. I caulked it with non-silicone caulk, don't use silicone or whatever, but then painted it white, recessed the lights, and then I had the HVAC company build me some flashing to go around the bottom to kind of seal off the bottom. It's got plastic on the floor. I basically did that to protect the white. I didn't want the white getting just stupid dirty. Originally, when I first started, the floor was just concrete. I didn't stain it or anything, and it got really dirty, and I had to pour lacquer on the floor and scrape it all up, get all the overspray off the concrete, etch the concrete, and then I sealed the concrete white so it makes it a little bit brighter in here. But that's the door coming in. It's in the middle of the booth. It's just got a little corner bench over here where you can do a little mixing. You know, set your extra cups, got your gun holder on the wall, thermometer, air gun, little tray to hold your, you know, tack rags, etc. That's the filters, the exhaust filters. So on the other side of that wall, on the outside of my shop, is a tube axle fan, 24 inch. I think it's 13,500 CFM, something like that. And so the booth is actually 15 foot wide and 25 foot deep. But with the exhaust fan on and everything shut up and in here spraying, it's got about a -6, -7 PSI pressure inside the booth, so it evacuates the air really well. This is my dryer setup. I bought this little 3-bank here, tried it didn't really work as good as I thought it would. As you can tell, my beads need changed in it, but then I bought that dryer there, and that really made a big difference. But I was still getting quite a bit of moisture in this first 2 banks here. Now obviously the beads and the DeVilbiss was taking it out, but so I experimented a little bit, and I took a 175 PSI air tank and tried to build kind of like a separator P-trap. You know, it don't have no baffles or anything in it to really catch the water, but you know, ideally you're not really flowing a whole lot of CFM, and it's regulated downstream from it, so really the idea is for the water to fall, and it does somewhat. It helped a little bit. I still change my beads out pretty regular, but anyway, guys, you got any questions, man, ask. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff in the YouTube or on Google or nothing as far as people DIYing. You search DIY homemade paint booths, you know, and you find people with Visqueen and 2x4s and box fans. You know, I wanted something a little better than that, but I didn't want to spend, you know, 10, 15, 20, 30 grand on a paint booth. This is just a hobby. You know, we don't do professional body shop work. We tinker on our own stuff, spray our own stuff. We've got a couple buddies that build, you know, trucks and hot rods and stuff. I help them. We spray here and just kind of hang out. But so this is just a toy box, really, but it's a pretty nice facility. The booth's been super handy. I have done some work on the side, but I try not to, just because I don't want to have to deal with clientele and all that BS. But anyway, guys, like I said, having questions, ask. That's my booth. And you can see we got stuff hanging. These fenders here go to my buddy's 66, and most people that don't know 66s would never notice, but there was a hinge pillar, so your hood hinges bolted up here and here, and there was a big pocket for the spring to sit in, and a big bracket that went here that the spring attached to. But anyway, we shaved them and made them look a lot better, cleaned them up. They're getting ready for paint. But anyway, that's it, guys. That's my paint booth. Just tinker, man. That's all we do. Big old Snap-on box. Everybody needs one of those. 66 sitting on the 2-post lift, man. That's this recliner here is called Shop Life. That dude's on casters, which it's got a hose under it right now, so it doesn't roll very good, but it's got its own casters. We got another one over there, so we just hang out and play. Shop's filthy. I just got done remodeling a trailer, but that's my old OBS 1-ton, getting ready to finish it. We just got the suspension done on it, laid out, but it's going on 10 lug, 18 wheeler wheels, whole 9 yards. But all right, guys, y'all have a good one. Like I said, need something, holler. See you.